Yeah. Huh?
How'd you visit go?
It went good. He's found out he's rolling over now. Well, that I'm missing these milestones. What? Thank you.
So, when do you think your phone will back?
Probably by the time of court.
When's court?
September 1st. Dream. Say it again?
So we definitely do wait before that.
Well, I won't know about it until September 1st.
We'll get it. We'll get that here phone. Yeah. When did you get your card?
My medical card?
Yeah.
I got it in, I want to say April 2019.
And it was active? It hadn't expired at all?
I think it expired April this year.
Okay. I'm trying to I'm figuring it out. That what got you, one of the reasons why you got in here though, right? And you didn't have a up-to-date card.
I don't know.
It has to be.
As far as our sessions go, one-on-one and when I'm in group, do DCS have access to these information, to these meetings?
So here's what we'll do. We discuss what we want, and then I'll tell you, and you tell me to make sure not to put it in your file.
Well, I'm saying, like, as far as, because they requested it by the court, and it's been court ordered that they have my medical records. So
yeah, they do. Be very careful with what I put in there.
So that means everything is seen.
Yep.
So, okay.
Like stuff that's seen, like when I said that we expressed concerns that, the baby, head was this way, and that there was problems with this, and then stuff that we learned, discuss cognitive distortions and how client was able to challenge her thoughts, stuff that shows that you're progressing. That's what goes in there.
Yeah, but none of that was talked about during court.
Really?
But not even a joke.
Yeah, all this stuff is in here.
Yeah, and they requested my medical records, like, way before June 10th, that court hearing.
Yeah, I have all this stuff is in here. All the stuff we're working on.
Yeah, none of that was talked about. None of the stuff that, as far as my parent aid classes, my skill sessions that I do with her, none of that was talked about. Nothing positive.
Wow. Didn't say that. When do you get a chance to speak up for yourself?
I have a lawyer, so I don't get to speak up. My lawyer does, and I have to ask my lawyer to say stuff for me, and my lawyer shuts me down, basically, and tells me, well, we can't do this or we can't do that, and so I basically just get to sit there until they ask me my questions, and I get to give my testimony, and then I'm at the mercy of DCS's lawyer.
Really? Wow. You have this how long?
What?
You have this lawyer how long?
I just got this lawyer as far as, like, within the last month, but the lawyer before wasn't any better.
Of course.
The lawyer before never, spoke up for me during any court hearings. Everything I told her, I brought pictures as far as evidence, to put in evidentiary that my daughter, and me have a good relationship, all the things we did do, you can see it in the pictures. And she just, nodded and waved, and nothing was talked about. And then this lawyer, as far as the last court hearing we had on the 27th, he did good to ask questions, as far as to make it known that I haven't seen my daughter in over a year, stuff like that. But I asked him, as far as I haven't been accused of a crime, I haven't committed a crime, I haven't even been accused of crime. Like, why can't I have even visitations with my daughter? And they're saying, DCS is saying the reason why they're worried about visits with mother is because mother, last time seeing daughter, said something to daughter about her being molested by her father, and it set Sophia, my daughter, off, or whatever have you. But that's a lie, because the last time I seen her was over a year ago at a McDonald's, and we played. I didn't even have time to talk to her. We just played on in the playground. So it's hard. So yeah, I may not be doing other drugs, but I have started. Well, I can't. I don't want to admit to you anything, but I feel like it's legal. I can drink.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't like that. Let's discriminate them. Yeah, I know it's legal. I'm not glad I put that in there, but what is that? What was that on the
Well, I got my daughter's psycho evaluation back that they just did on her, and all the things she said, or the therapist put down, and the therapist said that he doesn't recommend my daughter see either parent. So it was hard. It was hard. It was really hard to see and read some of the things that they said my daughter said, and that's going on with my daughter. That was court, but they did the evaluation for her. I think they did the evaluation in middle or beginning of June or whatever. But in court on the 27th, I sent you her father's sexual psycho evaluation that they did, talking about how they asked him what arouses him, and it's 12 to 17-year-old little girls arouse him, and all this other stuff, and how the lie detector showed that he was guilty, that he basically molested my daughter. But when it came to court, he gave his testimony. He said no, they never even pressed it, they never even brought up the evaluation. They said the evaluation basically looked normal. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm fighting a losing battle, and it's my kids at stake.
day also?
Yeah, probably. Definitely after court. But I mean, DCS has told me themselves that the bar they set for, you know, if you drink, you know, the bar they set is at their freaking ankles. You know what I mean? Like, DCS has told me themselves that, you know, he drinks, it's legal when it comes to, when it came to Sophia's dad and how it all got started was because he was drinking and driving with my daughter, and I texted 911 and then, you know, got a hold of DCS and everything, and DCS told me, for one, that I set him up, and then for two, and that's a whole other thing they got me a report, is that they made it seem that me and him got into an argument the day that all that went down, and that he tried to drive away with my daughter, and I jumped in the car, and I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't jump in the car, he was taking me home. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't jump in his freaking car as he was leaving, he was taking me home. And on the way home, he stopped at a gas station, he had an open container between his legs, old ones between in the middle console, and a brand new sit in the passenger seat, because I was sitting in the back seat with my daughter. I was going to let my daughter drive away with this alcoholic again after telling DCS before. I told them before that I know this man drinks and drives. And I have a feeling he is sexually molesting my daughter, and they gave her back to him. And then all this happened, and all this come out, and I'm still fighting a losing battle. I tell you, they're not gonna give my daughter back to me. Everything that was said in her evaluation, there's no way they're gonna give her back to me. There's no way.
So right now your daughter is with the father?
No, she's in foster care. She's been in foster care for the past year, and this lady wants to adopt her. I swear to God, if they give her back to him, everybody dies. And I don't care if you put that in record. Everybody dies. They know this man sexually molested my daughter. And the fact that he's still allowed to even go to court hearings is beyond me. That she's going through this trauma because of him. And I told them, I warned them that this is going to happen or is happening. And they still gave my daughter back. If my daughter, I swear, like, it's not even.
Is she too traumatized that she can't believe that this happened?
She openly admitted that she came out and told the foster parents that her dad touched her in the private. That, oh my God, you should see, I'll send you this psych evaluation that they just did on her. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, it's talking about my daughter feels worthless. It was so hard to read. So hard to read. I'm not doing good. I'm not. And then I get to see my son, and his head's still misshapen. That was never addressed at court. They haven't put a helmet on his head, nothing. I bought him a freaking $40 pillow to send home to help, you know, with his misshapen head, and I don't know if they use it. I'm not doing good. I'm not. Huh?
Hey, where are you at?
We're in the car. We just headed down. Yeah, we went to Mesa to file some things with the court, hoping that helps do something, but he filed some things as far as for Grayson. I mean, I don't I don't know. They got me marked as this bad person. And all the while, the trauma came from her dad that I pre-warned them about. They have it written in their TDM. Like, they have mother's concerns are, dad does da-da-da, and here it happened. And when I finally was able to be in the car and call the police, these guys told me I set him up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you guys make it really hard to have trust and faith in this system.
Yeah, that's something to say that. She was mad at me, so that's why she called the cops.
Oh, I know this man, though. He said, oh, she set me up, but they did the breathalyzer. He was way over the point. When they pulled him over, he had the alcohol container open in his lap. Yes. The facts are there. The cops gave him 2 aggravated DUIs. One for having a minor, my daughter, in the car, and then the second one for driving on an already suspended license. I didn't suspend his license. You know what I'm saying? How did I set him up if I didn't fucking be in the car and call or text the cops? My daughter still be with him. So, set it up all day. I don't give a fuck. Call it what you want. At least she's not with him.
Yeah. He should never get her back. So, Brittany, I'm sorry I had to bring this back up because I don't know exactly which word is. Do you think your hair follicle test positive for alcohol?
I don't know. Does it stay in your system long? I don't mean.
You were told you do the hair follicle in 20 days, I believe. When did you drink?
28th. Like, honestly.
The day of the hair follicle?
Right after court, yeah.
And then you have to take the hair follicle?
I'm not saying it's right, but I wanted to put my head through the freaking window.
I know you did.
So I don't see, even if I didn't do the hair follicle test, they still have me pegged as this bad person, especially now that they did the evaluation on her and all the things that was said.
As far as the hair follicle thing, I can say that, you just wouldn't, graduate until, like a projected September, I would just say, hey, she did admit to me, so that way there was no surprises, so they'll try to close your case. So if you didn't take that hair follicle, your case would have been closed. So I was able to solve that.
Right.
And then I can say, oh, it was disclosed that, that day, a lot of stuff that happened. She didn't use the right chromosomes. This was her one warning. Unfortunately, it does suck that she didn't test this whole entire time, so I don't have proof of her sobriety. So that kind of makes her start off over. But she's not being discharged out of my program.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm not mentioning that unless it comes up positive.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know you're trying.
They got it in there that I haven't been doing anything with as far as services to get my daughter back. That I haven't done anything, and that is such a lie.
I don't see how that can be possible. This is where openness is going to show all this stuff that you've been doing. I cannot say that you're doing stuff with your parenting. You're doing the stuff that is unfortunately against sobriety.
And I was doing it before too. Before I even got my card, I was doing the testing, the meetings I would go to 3 times. They had me in SOP or IOP, 3 times a week I went down to the building and everything. I did the freaking for 3 months and the testing for 3 months, and it didn't stop until my name changed in the databases. It went from my name that's on my card now to my maiden name, which I haven't been my maiden name since 2015, and DCS didn't get involved in my life till 2018. So, I mean, the reason they got that is because my insurance card has my maiden name on it, and so, I mean, as it is, they still got me as my maiden name, even though they got my son in the papers as Baby Boy Roberts, which is my name now, but they still got me as Brittany Kamen. What do you mean? Like, oh, I can send it to you. My lawyer does. DCS should. They had it when it was valid and everything like that. My lawyer before this current lawyer had it. And that's all been mentioned to the judge, but, I can send you, I mean, it's expired now, it's not valid, but I can send it to you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've already told you, yeah. Recently, as far as with the court and everything, and, so, probably. It's fighting there's so many parents out there that freaking commit suicide because of the shit that DCS puts them through, like, it's hard. They tell you one thing over the phone and blah blah blah, and then they go to court and they say a whole other freaking lie in front of the judge, and I can't even talk up because the judge won't recognize me because I have a lawyer, and because everything's on the phone, I can't tap my lawyer on the shoulder and say, hey, this isn't correct. What? Can you say something for me? It's hard. It's bullshit. It's hard. I'm gonna do that. I'm working on it. It's like $200 some.
Which is on them, so they've already said that you have a number. I'm gonna tell Veronica that I don't know what I do. But you're gonna have to be there.
No, I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I said I appreciate it. I'm sorry. It's hard to be honest with anybody when it's all tallied and used against me, and nobody can see that I'm a crying out parent for my babies. Okay. Right. No. Yeah, it was for my pain. I was in a car accident in 2015. Okay.
So that's what we're going to say. Now, my question to you is that why haven't you, because you haven't took action on getting, a long time ago trying to get you to get your family or someone involved.
I have. That's a lie. That's a lie. I have. I've been trying to get my family has been trying to be involved as far as to take Sophia since this whole thing started, and so DCS has not recognized him. Oh no, with my son from the hospital, when the bitch came to the hospital, from the day one, she met my family at the hospital. The next day she came and took my son and said there was no family. She met my family. DCS lies. Sorry, but they fucking lie. I've got nothing but family trying to blow them up, and now the family that I have blown them up, the new DCS worker calls her up, my family member calls her up at like almost 7 o'clock on a Friday night, saying, oh well, did you know about this old DCS case? It's from like a couple years back. Your maiden name, what was that? And so my cousin goes, and she tells her last name, before her maiden name. And she goes, oh yeah, that's it. You have da-da-da. And she goes, no, I don't. She's like, I've never spoken with DCS other than right now with this case. That's it. And she goes, oh yeah, well, if you were, just involved in it and your name came up, then, that won't. But if it was against you or whatever have you, then you're disqualified as far as taking my son. And my cousin goes, that's bullshit. I've never, ever spoken with DCS, never had a case with DCS. She's all, well, I'll call you Monday as far as this Monday, and telling her to, about, she's got to look over the case or whatever have you, and she'd get back to her, but she calls her up trying to tell her that there's a previous case on her. Like, DCS don't make no money if they give the children back to the family or if they give the children back to the parents. They don't make no money. They don't. Cut dry.
Okay, so I said it was when they said, how you're doing great and stuff, and after when I had a conversation with both her and more, information that was provided me, the family that was, like I said, if she has a family that you would like us to assess, we can provide the information to Marsha. It is important to have Ms. Roberts understand the safety monitor must be able to understand and verbalize what safety concerns are. I like for you to work with Ms. Roberts and understand, being around people who are not doing the same thing I want to make sure, I want to make you understand that right now I'm talking about the baby, I'm confused with what's going on with daughter and how the cases work together. And then it's due to the last word, being in those cases, July 2nd. These are two different cases, but two different routes. Some of the two children were different fathers. The case is open under father's name as he was a primary caregiver at the time of no role. Another was not parent to the child. With rape to her son, the case is under her name. It best practice to have the same case manager, the same judge, the same attorney as the same mother. However, it is important to know that it's going to be in one case impacts the other. Let me know if you have any questions, or will they have full conference certified?
How does that make sense? Seeing how they just admitted that the case of my daughter is against her father, and the case of my son is against me, I just don't see how that makes sense. So it's easier on them.
Yes. Yep.
So my life is fucked, and they're gonna conjoin the two cases to the point where the judge doesn't even know who the fuck she's talking about. But so it's easier on DCS. I totally understand. That makes sense.
hey, we need more information about the people?
She's got information as far as my cousin. She's got my cousin and my cousin and her husband.
And Marsha's the new case manager, right? Okay, so reply to all. Let's take Brittany or whatever name off of this.
Yeah. And Marsha, we found out during court, Marsha has only been a DCS worker since March of this year. But, Marsha has my cousin's info, has my cousin's husband's info, has the address, the socials.
What's your cousin's name?
Chelsea Cobb, C-O-B-B. C-H-E-L-S-E-Y. Cobb, C-O-B-B. B, no, B as in Brittany, B as in Brittany.
Alright, so B as a boy.
And then B as in boy. 2 B's.
Okay, B.
Which is Chelsea Cobb.
Oh, C-O-B-B.
Yeah.
I'm here to have still BBs. Alright, C-O-B-B. Okay. I would like to know if you have Chelsea Cobb, and you said her husband?
Yeah, her husband. She's got her information, her social, her address, and and she's willing to take both children and make sure that if she's willing to take both of my children, my daughter and my son, make sure that my daughter gets to her, therapy sessions that need to be done or whatever have you, because she works from home.
I don't know how much I can say in regards to your daughter, but, try and at least get this for your son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She is willing to take those children and be able to provide for them.
Not that I can think of, no. That sounds good. Ooh, isn't there a salad on the go around here? Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah. I'm starving.
I'll look one up. Alright, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. I said I appreciate it. Thank you. It's out on the door soon, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Let's see. Marsha Garrett. One on Bethany home. Where are we at?
Yeah, that's good. Definitely
Yeah.
want it.
Bethany in this East Bethany.
You don't see the number?
Hold on. It's 7th Street in Bethany home.
It's quite a ways that way. We can do that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's one of my avenue. So it's up 2 or 3 miles away.
What about Northern? Where's Northern at?
No, that's coming up.
What about Northern and 19th?
I'm digging it. We're on 19 right now.
I love it. It's going to be on your side then.
Perfect.
Just remember our individuals, again, remember how, whenever we're talking about, we're saying something that you don't want to see in there, you let me know, okay? Like, okay, this is, our confidentiality is between you and me, so that way I'm not taking things that you don't want in there, okay?
Okay.
What's the marijuana going to be in your test now? You know, when you guys need to
let's see. I just got to make the appointment to go down to the doctor's office to have the evaluation. Depending on today, if we can go get work done, but we have a skill session tonight at 4 till 6, so I don't know. We can work tomorrow. I can work until 5. So, I mean, probably by sometime this week, but no later than next week, Monday. I can work all weekend and then set it up for Monday. Monday I don't have any, visitations or classes.
Yeah. The sooner the better because we're going to get the results any day.
Yeah.
Okay. You can say, hey, she's already got the card. Unfortunately, she has been using it for like 3 months. It's like 3 months.
Right.
And if you drink alcohol that day, that's not worth it.
Okay.
Sorry. There's a lot of stuff that's on in the case. We're pretty much resetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I can do is have you think of this time that you will learn some things out of this and that this is just a continuing education.
Right.
Okay? And you have to realize, I need to make sure you take more attention.
Right.
Like window.
You have your condos, right? Yes.
Yes.
You have that. Okay. So that's part of the whole coverage area. Okay, yeah, I know that.
No, I know.
I haven't spoken. Yeah, I didn't bring you. And, from one of these things. I have been.
Yes, no, I know.
Okay. So, just before you got that, how long have you been drinking?
It's not a every night thing. It's a once in a while type deal. I don't have.
Once a week,
Yeah, like once a week.
What about the marijuana?
Maybe like 3 times a week.
Okay, so you've been active this whole time.
Yeah.
Alright, so those levels are going to be high, but there's not going to be any point for me placing you in a higher level of care. There's not going to be any point. You're going to use your card, you're going to stop drinking, and you're resetting.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
Put that in there until it gets positive. And then I'll explain. Veronica, like, I'm sorry, I have to give her this chance. She, afterwards, that's what I'm going. Because it's my choice, as far as, being in my class. Now, I would hope that, she wouldn't close you out of the first program. And she won't. It's just that she was going to. Because you were testing and you couldn't have used the coronavirus. One reason why it was like, all these other people are doing it too.
Yeah.
Because they want their kids back.
Right.
It's a complicated case. She now knows that. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. I guess I'll have for that. And then now you're calling every day. Okay?
Okay.
Calling the test. Okay?
All right.
We both have to see that you're at least calling, you're calling.
Right.
That's a requirement for compliance. Otherwise, she will get, she's the easiest person to work with. You probably just got the hard end of it because we normally don't put up with crap like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're like, okay, what? You haven't even been trouble about it? Okay, no, your IOB or your case is being closed because you haven't been doing crap. And if it wasn't because of the beginning of the pandemic, we were like, okay. But they were like, okay, it's done now. So, but I'll get her to keep that in your case. Keep on fighting. I'm sorry. You have no choice. You can't give up. So you can't keep it. And then when you get their card, you have to make sure that they're still there good. They're just not getting lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, both of you are going to keep that. It's not over yet. You can't say it's over. And yeah, it's hard. It's work out. But maybe it'll win it. So, you have to try.
Yeah.
For you. I know it's hard to say because you keep on getting flung out with all these horrible things that keep happening. You're going to send me the,
Yeah, I'm going.
eval?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, quit rereading it.
I mean, it only took one time. The words are just imprinted in my head. So.
Yeah.
But, I'll send it to you. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's like 10 pages. Yeah. Yeah, and she hasn't seen me in over a year, and who knows what she's been told, you know what I mean?
I guess the main thing is that she's not with her father.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And I know you want your daughter, but we need to focus on you getting your son.
Yeah.
And that's possible.
Right.
We just got to start testing them and start all the compliance temperatures done, and then focus on that.
All right.
So, anything you want to get off your chest?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Now, does it matter which day and time of the week for our individuals?
Tuesdays and Thursdays are normally my visitations and then skill session classes. So those days are going to be the only days that, because I mean, they're not set in stone as far as a certain time every, like, permanent because we're doing it at the office and the offices change and it depends on what they have open and so on and so forth. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be the only 2 days I can't stay are open.
You cannot see that?
Yeah, I cannot.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
And so let's get to Friday the 21st.
They get buffalo
Right.
chicken, no jalapeno, and ranch instead of the other sauce.
Say it again?
Then also a,
Yeah.
what kind of lemons get? Oh, and then a
Okay.
barbecue ranch one without no,
Is that the 21st?
I don't know what I can do.
And,
Yeah, I can take this person out that I have
that's all.
tonight.
Yeah, chicken.
So, okay.
And
This
then,
is what I want to do.
let's get,
I don't think this person's running the show on the 6 days or the 19th.
large lemonade.
Yeah, that works for me.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you get silverware? Yeah.
Yeah. Then I found some shade if I hurry. Oh, there's some right there. Let's take that.
Is there anything in particular that they want you to work on personally so that we can finish up for you?
I mean, not that I know of. It was just yeah.
So I'll talk to you then.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good.